Official.streetsmarts@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio, or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarts on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_smarts on Twitter. Goofs, how are you? ECW memories.
Happy Sunday, Goofs.
Courtesy of graduate of the Terry Funk School for Wrestling History. He graduated Never Come Loudly.
Never come loudly,
Neckbeard. It's nice.
What's up, Neck Beezy? And if anybody wants to know why I went to the Terry Funk School of Wrestling Journalism,
Because he's terrible. This week in wrestling history as we see fit. August 6, 1963. Ali Bey defeats Gory Guerrero, the father of Eddie Guerrero, to win the EMLL National Wrestling Alliance Light Heavyweight title in El Paso, Texas. Interesting tidbit. He was known as Gory Guerrero because he was a bleeder.
Oh, that's why it's Gory Guerrero. Is he Hector's brother?
No, that's Hector's father.
Oh, so Hector is Eddie's brother?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Hector, Mondo, Chavo Sr., and Eddie are the four brothers.
I don't know why I thought that was his uncle and shit. Okay.
No, because that motherfucker is 1,000. Yeah. Same day, 1994. Cup Candido and Brian Lee defeated the Rock and Roll Express for the Smoky Mountain Tag Team title in Johnson City, Tennessee, ending the Express's 8th title reign after only a day. The Cuck and Brian Lee had lost the belts the day before in Knoxville, Tennessee.
The one time I was hoping for a Terry Funk headline because that Hector Guerrero being 1,000 was the perfect lead-in and segue to Terry Funk, who's also well over 1,000.
August 7th. This is why the Neckbeard and this nice graduated Never Come Loudly from the Terry Funk School of Wrestling Journalism because he's terrible. He did not do August 7th. I had to get it from Cage Side Seats.
Oh, wow. Look who fell asleep at the wheel. Fat ass Neckbeard.
In 1993, in Philly, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, the future and founder of Hot Stuff International, and the once and forever King of Philadelphia, teamed up with the Dark Patriot to defeat the Super D's in a tournament final to win the vacated Eastern Championship Tag Team belts. The titles were vacated when one half of the champions, Cup Candido, as Chris Michaels, who held the belts with Johnny Hotbody as the Suicide Blondes, left for Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Every time I hear Eddie's intro, my eyes start to sweat a little bit because he was such an inspirational and a key person in my development, especially here on the podcast. So it's good to see Eddie in the wrestling news.
August 8th, 1993. Chico Santana defeated the magnificent Don The Rock Morocco for the ECW heavyweight title in Philly to end Morocco's second title reign. Recounted by Extreme Retro Review number 24.
And that's some bullshit, because for those who don't know, Don The Rock Morocco is also a key member of Hot Stuff International.
Same day, 2010. World Wrestling Entertainment signed the then reigning Ring of Honor champion Tyler Black to a developmental deal. Black is currently in developmental under the name Seth Rollins.
So how come on the notes it says Tyler Black again?
Because that's what he came in as initially before they rechristened him.
Oh, okay. All right, interesting.
Same day, Total Nonstop Action held an ECW-themed pay-per-view, Hardcore Justice, at Orlando, Florida. What? The following results. The FBI, comprising of Little Guido Maritano, Tony Mamaluke, and Tracy Smothers, with Sally Graziano, defeated Kid Cash, Johnny Swinger, and Simon Diamond in a 6-man tag.
Man, it seemed like a lot of motherfuckers for a 6-man tag.
Too Cold Scorpio defeated C.W. Anderson.
I would certainly hope so.
Stevie Richards with the Blue Meanie, also known as the Blue Tilly. And Hollywood Nova defeated PJ Polaco, also known as Just Incredible, also known as Aldo Montoya.
Oh, shit. All right.
Rhino defeated Al Snow and Spike Dudley going as Brother Runt in a three-way dance. Team 3D, also known as the Dudley Boys, with Joel Gertner, defeated Axel Rotten and Cajones, also known as Balls Mahoney. Raven defeated the Putz, Tommy Dreamer.
Yes.
In the main event, Rob Van Dam defeated Sabu.
He's lucky he was allowed back in ECW.
August 9th, 1997. One of the most famous matches in ECW history, the Born to be Wired barbed wire match between ECW World Heavyweight Champion Terry Funk
Oh, that's some bullshit. We were doing so good.
and Sabu took place in the ECW arena in Philly. Actually, this was not to be the original main event for the show. The original card was to see a six-man tag team match headlined the show, but due to injuries and changing plans, the barbed wire match was announced 2 weeks before the show took place. This brutal, bloody match ended early as Funk and Sabu became so entangled in barbed wire that Sabu pinned Terry Funk rather than trying to separate and attempt more spots.
Yes.
The two men had literally had to be cut out of the barbed wire after the match. Sabu, who sliced open his bicep on the barbed wire, won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, only to lose it a week later at Hardcore Heaven 1997, ECW's second pay-per-view.
Well, since in my mind I'm picturing Terry Funk bleeding like a stuffed pig and shit, I am very glad that this is in wrestling. This week in wrestling news this week. Good job, Sabu. And it's just unfortunate that Terry didn't bleed out in that.
August 10th, 1977, Terry Boulder, soon to be known as Hulk Hogan, made his in-ring debut, facing B. Brian Blair in Tampa, Florida.
Brian Blair.
And wrestling would never be the same.
Same day, 2007, World Wrestling Entertainment released developmental talent Tommaso Whitney.
What?
Tommaso had been doing a Rick Martel-esque heel gimmick in Ohio Valley Wrestling, carrying around a spray bottle. Prior to that gimmick, Tommaso had been the anger management coach / therapist for the former OVW Southern Tag Team Champions Justin LaRoche and Charles Evans, known as Dr. Tomas. Whitney originally trained at the Chaotic Wrestling School in New England and had also worked under the name as Thomas Penmanship.
Oh, Jesus.
He would go on to recreate himself as Tommaso Ciampa and was eventually re-signed by the company and currently reigns as the NXT champion.
Oh, man. That's a hell of a cycle and journey for him to end up back and become the king of the minor leagues there.
Will this gripping story beckon you to watch NXT?
No.
August 11th, 1953. Future World Wrestling Federation, World Wrestling Entertainment, and WCW World Champion Hulk Hogan is born in Florida. As noted in the headline, that means Hulk Hogan turns 68 today?
Oh, shit. Oh, happy birthday, brother.
No, 2008. Yeah, 65. Terrible. Happy birthday.
And it's crazy. His first match was a day before his birthday.
He was only like, what, 29 years in the business maybe? Or 23 years in the business? Or 20 years old? And had his first match, almost a year in. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say.
And he went on to be the greatest of all time.
Of all time.
August 12th, 1977. The Niggas with Attitudes and Worldwide Wrestling Federation titles were both defended in St. Louis, Missouri at the Kiel Auditorium. WWF champion Superstar Billy Graham defeated Handsome Jimmy Valiant, while Niggas with Attitudes world champion Harley Race fought Dory Funk Jr. to a draw.
Damn it.
The two each captured one fall apiece before the time limit expired for the third fall.
Of course.
Same day, 1987. Jim Crockett Promotions ran Inglewood, California at the Forum for a TV taping for the Niggas with Attitudes in UWF, featuring the following results that matter. Terry Taylor and Eddie Gilbert defeated Harry Hell and Billy Anderson.
Good job, gentlemen.
Eddie Gilbert and Dick Murdoch defeated UWF heavyweight champions Steve Williams and Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
Oh shit, them motherfuckers in Inglewood must have been their lucky day. I hope all of them played the lotto or something, because to be able to see two Eddie Gilbert matches in the same night and shit, I hope they appreciated how rare of a treat that is.
Same day, 1989, the National Wrestling Alliance ran the Norfolk Scope, featuring the following result. NWA World Champion Ric Flair pinned the living legend Terry Funk.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Same day, 2011, Juggalo Championship Wrestling held their Legends and Icons pay-per-view. The following report. Bill Apter interviews the living legend Terry Funk, who said that he is ready for Rowdy Roddy Piper tonight, and that Piper is nothing but cat poop.
Oh boy.
Terry Funk then says Piper's mother was a whore and father was an idiot. Thus they bred a friggin' idiot.
That's very disrespectful to say of someone's parents. But once again, it just goes to show everything that I've said about Terry Funk's character as he shows himself what type of low-life, despicable human being that he is. I mean, who talks about what did Roddy Piper's parents do to him? How does he know that Mrs. Piper is a whore? And even if she is, it's none of his business. His daughter has been ran through everybody that's passed through the cross-dressing wrench, and that's bad. So she is the ultimate because she's, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But you got the nerve to call somebody a whore and shit.
So Terry Funk and Piper had a match with Cowboy Bob Orton in Piper's corner. The match begins with Funk grabbing a microphone. He bashes Piper's acting ability and his family. Piper responds by telling Funk that he screwed Funk's mother. Piper and Orton then start double teaming Funk. That's what he said. Piper then starts whipping Funk with his belt on the arena floor. Piper then starts choking Funk with the belt while punching him. They go back into the ring where Funk nails Piper with a few punches. Funk then locks Piper in the sleeper hold, and Orton breaks it up by hitting Funk with the cast.
Yes.
Piper and Orton resume double teaming on Funk. I guess Funk won in seconds.
Oh my.
Mick Foley then leaves the announce position, and then he helps Terry Funk.
Why, Mick? Why?
Orton and Foley are brawling in the corner. Funk then regains the advantage on Piper in the other corner. Orton then goes to work on Funk, and Piper battles Foley. Orton then brings Foley outside the ring and throws him into the ring post. Piper then helps Orton pin Funk for the win.
Yes. Yes. Whew, man, I was on the edge of my seat there for a second. I didn't know how that was going to shake out. Good job, boys. Good fucking job. Take that, Terry loser. Fucking piece of shit. I hate you.
And on that note, in a few, just for you, the infamous Extreme Retro Review takes you to the three-way dance. Peace.
Peace.
Rambler.